What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the JuiceBox presented by LOCKCITY. It's Whitey here again today. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's still having a good day, having a good start to the weekend, regardless of whatever the situation is by the time you listen to this. We now have episode 229 of the JuiceBox. It's going to be a continuation of your CS2 FISSURE Playground 2 picks. We are now in the semifinals for tomorrow. We have two banger semifinal matchups that we are going to hop into here in a moment, and we're going to be playing some singles for them. So without further ado, let's take a look at the bracket. We just saw finishing maybe 30 seconds ago, Falcons beat Pain 2-0. That also cashed one of our plays from yesterday. We had Liquid plus 1.5 map spread, as well as Falcons minus 1.5 map spread. 2 units paid 4.76 units. So we made off nicely there on our FISSURE Playground 2 picks from yesterday, or from 2 days ago, but for today's slate. We were up 0.76 units, so far this tournament on FISSURE Playground 2, we are up 9.1 units roughly. I think it's 9.12 specifically. So let's hop into tomorrow's matchups and kind of what we have going on Thunderpick. For those of you that watch the videos regularly, you know that Thunderpick.io is one of the top books in the world for esports betting. You see the link on your screen, tinyurl.com/LCThunder. If you click on it or navigate to it, you are going to get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit all the way up to $600. So any amount that you deposit up to $600 or equivalent in your local currency will get immediately matched by Thunderpick for you to be able to use for your esports picks. They have not only esports, but they have regular sports. They have a casino on there. I really vouch for them on the CS2 side of things. They're by far the best book that I have found for CS2. They update the odds quicker than anybody else. The live streaming is quicker than anybody else. For the majors, you can do player POV streaming, so you can see from each player's perspective, similarly to what they do on Face It. Thunderpick is definitely the place to be for CS2 or for all esports as far as I'm concerned. So that's tinyurl.com/LCThunder, 100% deposit match up to $600. All right, y'all, we got 3 plays on the board for tomorrow. The bottom 3 here are from Star Ladder Star Series. If you're interested in knowing my rundowns for those 3 plays, you can watch the other video. It's live already on our YouTube, on X/Twitter, Discord, so on and so forth for those of you, that are in the server. For you that are not in the server already, I highly recommend down at the bottom of the screen here, discord.gg/LOCKCITY. It's 100% free. We have over 4,500 members in there. We've been doing this for 3+ years. It's a great time. Come hang out with us in the CS2 chat, or follow along for any other sports if you're into anything else there. So 3 plays on the board for tomorrow. We're going to get a little bit risky just because we're up in this tournament so far. One of them is going to be a 2-unit play, and then we have 2 single plays where we're going to try and get some match scores correct. First one up is going to be MongolZ and Liquid here. I liked what we saw out of Liquid today. As a dead team, they are now performing well. MongolZ has been kind of shaky. Obviously one of the top teams in the world, top 1, 2, 3 teams in the world, depending on where you look. Top 2 on HLTV. I think they're number 1 in VRS, so on and so forth. On the Liquid side of things, there's a number of maps that I think could probably be competitive here. We saw MongolZ need to squeak past FaZe 2-1. They squeaked past G2 2-1. And then on the Liquid side of things in this tournament, they took down FaZe 2-0, as well as Aurora 2-0. They looked okay earlier on there. In terms of matchup history recently, it has been all MongolZ. Liquid was able to win Anubis, which obviously no longer in the map pool, so it's not relevant. We're not going to see it. But if we scroll up and look at maps that I do think Liquid has a good chance on, I think they have a good chance on Dust 2. I expect MongolZ obviously to ban Train here. Liquid's going to ban Overpass. So in terms of what we could end up seeing there, I would not be surprised if we saw Mirage. I liked what we saw from Liquid on Mirage recently, and today as well. I do think they could maybe take Dust 2. I think they could take Ancient as well. I know the last couple times that they played on Ancient, it's been a little bit lopsided in MongolZ's favor, but given Liquid's recent form, they have nothing to lose, everything to gain. I think that Liquid can win at least a map. For their map pick, what I'm going to take here, I've never really seen this market on Thunderpick before, but I thought it was cool. Over 11.5 total rounds, so if it goes into overtime or if they win, 2.0 times our money. It's a little bit less than the money line was 2.2 times your money. But here, if they happen to lose in overtime, or if it goes to overtime in general, we've already cashed our bet. And then obviously if they win, they have 13 rounds under their belt, so we've cashed it that way as well. So I'm going to run that for my 2-unit play. Interesting little market. Like to find that on Thunderpick. I'm going to run with that for tomorrow. And then I'm going to go with 2 correct match scores here, both of which are going to be 2-1. So I'm going to be going with MongolZ against Liquid. MongolZ to win 2-1. I do think Liquid can win a map, but I do think MongolZ is the deeper team. I think when push comes to shove, MongolZ is going to be able to get it done. So I'm going MongolZ to win 2-1. 2.9 times your money. 1 unit's going to pay 2.9 units. And then same exact odds on the Falcons and FURIA side of things. I do think FURIA could probably steal a map. I think Mirage, they have a good chance of winning. Inferno, they have a good chance of winning. They could even win a nuke or a dust 2, to be honest, maybe even a train. But I do think Falcons gets this done. I think they win here. If I'm not mistaken, unless things have changed, Nico and MongolZ both live in Belgrade, Serbia as well, so this is kind of a home tournament for them. But I do think MongolZ gets it done here. I just do expect it to be close. Nothing ever comes easy for MongolZ. They're expert choke artists on stage in deep tournament runs, especially as of recently. So it's always sketchy to think about what's going to happen here, but I think they do get the job done in a close one. I'm going to go 2-1 Falcons as another correct map score there. Again, I'm going to go 1 unit on each of the correct match scores, and then I'm going to be going 2 units on Team Liquid map 1 over 11.5 total rounds. All right, those are my 3 plays for tomorrow here. If you are tailing along, let me know in the comments. If you like the content that you got today or have been getting, show me a like on the video here, as well as subscribe if you're listening on YouTube, Spotify, somewhere if you can subscribe. If not, listen back on whatever platform you are listening for the next video. We'll have more tomorrow for the grand final on Sunday, and then of course the Star Ladder Star Series continuation as well. Thank you for listening. Take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.